Hello, this is part two on President Donald Trump's Russian collusion. His meeting with Vladimir Putin. I sent this by email Monday, July 16th, 2018 at 11:13 p.m. Then the next one was sent called President Donald Trump Wednesday, July 25th, 2018, 10:13 p.m. And then removing President Donald Trump from the White House, Friday, February 21, 2018. He had a meeting with Putin at the White House. And then he had this meeting with Putin in Helsinki. He is confident that he is getting away with collusion. You are asking all these questions because you do not know. You do not see what it really is. All of what they said at this news conference was a cover-up. This is all a cover-up. Can you see that? Well, now this is a later date, so maybe you are, but your eyes are blinded. They both are getting what they want from each other. They both have colluded with each other. Trump knows it, and Putin knows it. They need each other to succeed. Trump financially, and Putin ruling the world. Trump's God is his stomach. The love of money is the root of all evil. Trump is up over his head with this scheme of his. He is in it too, deep, to get out of it now. He, in so doing, has betrayed the United States. I have been saying from the very beginning of President Trump's presidency that he indeed colluded with Russia. I have also said that in the very beginning, in order to save his financial empire that was crumbling, he saw that a Donald Trump presidency would get him and his financial empire back on track and going in the right direction upward. I have sent emails from the beginning to Fox News and CNN of these facts. And then I sent it to the DSCC, the Democrat Party. Plenty of the time we talked about the United States making bad deals with other countries. We live in a world economy. It is important that United States companies have a good world economy, not just a good United States economy. He even got away with his son-in-law and daughter becoming part of his cabinet. They have, by being there, made $80 million off of government activity. Now it's even more. This is all too easy for Trump so far. President Donald Trump is holding off Vladimir Putin coming to the White House until after the Robert Mueller investigation into his collusion with Russia is over, because he believes he has gotten away with his collusion. This I sent Wednesday, July 25th, 2018, 10:13. Donald Trump's scheme and plot is to set a Western Hemisphere oligarchy for himself and his posterity, just like the Russian oligarchy that Vladimir Putin is connected to in Russia. You could have an oligarchy with a family or a single person. Oligarchy doesn't matter. This is what the connection with Putin is all about. To set up his big business. This is why he wanted to be president of the United States. His tax returns explain much. He needs to change the deals that the United States has made into his advantage. Judas betrayed the United States of America is Donald Trump. Pharaoh king of Egypt he is. He can force his hand to do what he does not want to do. Proverbs 6 verse 14. He who plots evil with deceit in his heart, he always stirs up conflict. This too is Donald Trump. This is no real prayer breakfast. They had prayer breakfast. They didn't have prayer breakfast. Not a religious prayer breakfast anyway, like political front, so to speak. A real political turmoil he was creating with real underhanded religious attacks. Read Psalm 2. King Abdullah II of Jordan has been invited to the White House on more than one occasion. King Abdullah II of Jordan has unwittingly participated in this. King Abdullah II of Jordan is a good guy Venom Group is a man now. This I sent Friday, September 21st, 2018 at 1 p.m. Only the Lord himself provides jobs and a good stock market. The good things that people have is not from Donald Trump, but it's from the Lord. He or anybody else who takes or gets credit for these things is stealing from the Lord. It is the Lord himself who is the source of all good. The Lord himself and only he gets credit for doing good. Men are responsible for the sin that they commit in their thoughts, in their words, and in their deeds. Goodness is of the Lord, not from the Lord, and from the Lord. Goodness is of the Lord, and from the Lord, not from me. Jeremiah 9, verse 23-24. This is what the Lord says: let not the wise boast in their wisdom, or the strong man boast in their strength, or the rich boast in their riches. But let the one who boast in this, that they have the understanding to know me, that I am the Lord, who exercises kindness, justice, and righteousness on earth. For these I delight, declares the Lord. The Lord is none other than the Lord Jesus Christ. Psalm 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of the wisdom and a good understanding, that they who keep his commandments. At the time of the announcing of Donald Trump's election as the 45th President of the United States, I declared that the United States Constitution would finally be torn apart and be rebuilt through the efforts of Donald Trump himself. You are on the outskirts of the whole issue. You are right there, just outside of the world, just missing. This is what I said, September 21st, 2018. Donald Trump is not interested in the United States government as much as he is creating wealth for his presidency. Donald Trump is creating a whole new constitution. He's tearing up the United States Constitution and forming his new constitution. He cannot therefore be in violation of it. In his own constitution, called the Donald Trump Constitution, he is the King Donald Trump, not President Donald Trump. He is the sovereign. Nobody is allowed in his land who does not bow the knee to him. It is not totally loyal to him. It is mandated by him. It is mandated by him to his subjects. This is finally the end of the United States of America. The forefathers of this country that formed and established the United States and its Constitution tried to keep them protected. James Madison said, those who come after them, it is up to them to defend and protect. Not only that, but during the Democratic primary, while the primaries were still going on back in 2008, just as the third primary, I declared that Barack Obama would be president of the United States. And from that time on, that will be the beginning of the end of the United States. And this is finally the end of the United States of America. All people everywhere that comes into his presence must pay homage, giving him gifts and singing his praises. There must be fair trade given to him. He must have the perfect deal for himself, not so much for the United States. This is not for you and your posterity, but for him and his posterity. Where there will be no deal between him and other nations around the world, including both south of the border and north of the border, not even from any of the United States allies, other than including south of the border, which is Mexico and Canada. Why? Because there is no United States, but only the sovereign Donald Trump nation. Donald Trump is the leader of this government, who is holding up captive the United States government and citizens, especially the conservatives, holding the party and government, the hostess of conservative radio and TV talk shows. For a coup to be possible, you must take control and keep control of people's minds. There are other factors as well important with the coup he is doing. Read my letters that I previously sent you. I am not a long-time government official, and I am not a long-time leader. This is part 2. I will be with part 3 later on today. maybe by 1 o'clock. This is June 19th, 2019, 11:14 a.m. Thank you very much.